Hi, I'm Dr. Joan Friedman. Welcome back to Twin Tuesday. I was talking to an identical female twin. She's in her early 50s, and she wrote to me because she was kind of recognizing that she was having some difficulty getting along with her twin. And these feelings were very upsetting because she found herself feeling angry and resentful and conflicted about what was happening between the two of them. So we had a talk, and she told me a little bit of the history that they had actually never been separated except for a week before one of them got married. So they had been absolutely together up for 25 years for most of their lives. And then they went on, and the other twin got married, and they had families, and they lived close to one another, and so forth and so on. Um, this woman was telling me that she was having a lot of resentment because her twin is constantly telling her that she's sort of a second-class citizen. Her twin is more connected to the family. She's more engaged with the lives of their parents. And she seemed to deliberately be making the woman who called me feel very left out, sort of unloved and unimportant. And of course, this woman was struggling with how to handle these kinds of feelings that her sister was sort of putting on her. So we talked a little bit about what was going on. And then by the end of the conversation, after sort of complaining and lamenting about everything that's been going on, she explained to me that she actually spoke to her sister on the phone every single day. The phone call could last anywhere from 10 minutes to 2 hours. And even though she was very resentful of the time that was being taken up, it never occurred to her that she actually doesn't have to talk on the phone for 2 hours, that she's capable of setting a boundary, or she could think about, switching it maybe to having coffee or not picking up the phone sometimes. It just, as she said, when I brought up possibilities of maybe trying to limit some of the interactions that were causing her to be so upset, she responded to me, "Oh, but I have to talk to her. I have to pick up the phone. I'm her twin." And, this is not the first time that I've heard this. It is almost like there's a part of a twin in a conflict like this who's, in a sense, dealing with her individuality and her feelings about her relationship to her twin and her family. But then there's this other part of her which exemplifies the loyalty, the bond, the need to be forever present in that twin's life. And so there's such a disconnect between the feelings of feeling hurt by the twin, and yet the other side feeling bound in a way by this twin loyalty oath that no matter what's happening and no matter what you feel, that this bond can't be broken. So in a way, the bond is very brittle in the sense that there's kinds of these extremes of all or nothing, rather than trying to maybe work toward a way with a little bit more flexibility that will sort of break down the rigidity of what the feelings are or what the parameters of the relationship are like. Especially if you've been enmeshed for so long, you have to really take baby steps to work through and to try to work out another kind of attachment that doesn't feel so stifling. So it's a very interesting paradigm of twinship. It's almost always reinforced by the societal and cultural beliefs that many twins live with. And so it becomes a very difficult undertaking and conflict to work through something that doesn't exactly exemplify what seems to be the right thing for twins to do and to feel. So thank you for listening, and I'll see you next week.